it's been so long. It's been like a month and a half maybe since I've uploaded a video. I've been here for a month now in Japan. I'm about to go out to get groceries. It's Sunday. To get groceries and to go to church later. It's just so many things. But I've been like super busy with school. School started last week. Seeing my kids, I teach at two high schools. This video is going to be a video on the day before I left to go to Japan. Sorry, car. And then the day that I'm in Japan, the first day. So the day before I left, I had an orientation to go to, pre-departure orientation in Washington, D.C. I couldn't film inside the embassy, but I filmed all the way up to going inside and how nervous I was. Hello, good morning. It's Friday, August the 1st, one day until I leave Japan. And I'm in DC walking to the Japanese embassy because we have a pre-departure orientation. Yeah, we're gonna have it all day. So I'm dressed up and it's hot. Tomorrow. This week I saw a movie with my friends from high school. I went to a shooting range and I got the bullseye. I was the only one. Even John didn't get it. I went back to school on Tuesday and got to say goodbye to my kids for the last time. It was so sad because they don't understand. And then after that, my coworkers and we went out to eat and we got some drinks, and right after that I went to Gazashi for the last time. I just feel like I'm dying, like everyone's doing all these things for me because they're never gonna see me again. I'm dying, which I mean I guess some of them aren't gonna see me again, but I'm not dying. But oh, the embassy's here. Yep, there's the embassy and that's everyone waiting outside because we have to check in. This is all the people we'll be leaving with. Inside the embassy, it's just basically like things that you should expect when we get into Japan. Questions about laws in Japan and how to get certain things and transferring money back home and how to relate with your students. And then they gave us little we were split into what ages we will be teaching. So the high schoolers went to the high school group, and then they just talked about how high school is different than American high schools. And it gave us a lot of information, but it was pretty general. So it was very helpful. Afterwards, I met up with John, my mom, and my grandma, and Mr. Tracy, and there was a farewell reception afterwards. And it was just, I don't know, it was kind of like a party. I'm at the ambassador's residence, and yeah, so the pre-departure thing went great. I didn't film because it was inside the embassy. I'm inside the ambassador's residence, but that's okay. But I guess this ceremony is gonna start, I don't know, soon. The Japanese ambassador, he was there, and he gave a speech, and it's funny, I guess. I don't know.
Miss your country, but I'm sure you will love Japan. And you will miss Japan after you finish your job and try to come back.
My grandma was all over the place. She was talking to all these Japanese people and they loved her. And so was Mr. Tracy. He found some dude that is going to California and he was wants to see Beyonce. So that was the day before I left for Japan. So that night, John stayed over at my mom's house because so we wouldn't have to go all the way to Fairfax to pick him up. And but he fell asleep so early. I wanted to like spend the night, like watch a movie together or something. But he fell asleep. But I had to pack my suitcase anyways. Last minute packing. I woke up that morning. My mom made like a huge breakfast, and we made it to the airport. My dad was there and his fiance, and I got all my tickets. I checked in my luggage, and thank God the person was so nice because one of my luggages was underweight by a pound, and my other suitcase, my second suitcase, was overweight by 1 pound. They just kind of like equaled it out. And then I was like the last person to get to the gate because I stayed with my family forever. I was like, I'm like, what? We have like 5 hours. Like, you know, it only takes like 2 to 3 hours to get through. Like, as long as I have my ticket, then it doesn't matter like what time you go through the security. So I just waited till like the last minute. I waited till like 2 hours before, or like an hour and a half before the gate to like we were to go on the airplane. So I just stayed with them, talked. We took a whole bunch of pictures. My mom took a pictures. Every combination of people there, we took a picture. And then my friend Stevie and Eddie came, and we took pictures. And I'm like remembering it now, like leaving. My mom, of course, my mom started crying, and I went to like kiss John, but everyone was there, so we just gave each other a hug. Which like, yeah. So when I was going down the escalator down to TSA, I was like about to cry, and I was like, I wanted to go back up and like kiss John. I wish I did, but I was just like embarrassed. Yeah, when I got on the plane, I was definitely crying too. Like when we were like flying up into the air, I was crying. I was like, I want to go back. But on the airplane, I got the emergency exit row. Holla! And it was like, I had like a good like 5 or 6 feet in front of me. I was like kicking my leg out. Oh, it was awesome. It was 13 hours or 14 hours. We land in Japan. It was hella hot. Got on a bus and then we went to Tokyo. Bye-bye airport.
I don't know. I mean, I'm starting to become more awake.
I was just filming the scenery the whole time. I wasn't talking to anyone. Okay, so I'm here in Japan, and I'm so excited. We're on the bus. We're going to our hotel. We have orientation for 2 days, and then we're off to our areas and our schools. And when I was at the airport, I like cried. My mom cried, so I cried. But then I went to sleep, and that was fine. Now I'm here 14 hours later for a whole year minimum.
It's also really good with soft ice cream. If I remember.
Yeah, and around like 6 or 7, we got to Tokyo. we got to our hotel. We got out, we got our key. We had to fill out some like tax forms. Yeah, and then I met my roommates, and we were all from DC. And yeah, that night we went out to eat. That was our first like time spending our money in a Japanese restaurant. We all three of us, this other girl joined us too. All four of us knew zero Japanese. Okay, so we're here in Tokyo. We're trying to find something to eat, and yeah, I'm here with my roommates, my apartment mates. Red. And we're gonna find somewhere to eat, but oh my god, back up in stuff. Here's our hotel. We were just like pointing at things, and because it was Tokyo, they had like an English menu, but it didn't have as much detail as the Japanese menu. So we're just like pointing at stuff and like water.
I definitely don't have this short now. Yeah.
And we went back home. We like did not explore it. Like we literally walked 2 blocks up, found the place that we wanted to eat at, left, walked 2 blocks back. That was it that day. So here is a better video of our hotel. Yeah, so that was my first 24 hours. Actually, it was more than 24 hours. Yeah, actually, maybe. No, my first 24 hours of being in America, traveling, and being in Japan. And yeah, but this video is going to be too long if I include everything. So stay tuned to see other videos of my first 3 days in Japan when I had Tokyo orientation. And then later on, I finally get into Gunma. I have a video on that. And then later on in the month, I'll do like apartment tour and a school tour and Takasaki tour. But yeah, so that's it for now. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so you can get more stuff about living in Japan and being a person who doesn't know Japanese that much. And how I am surviving in Japan, because I am surviving. I'm doing good. So subscribe for more information. I promise I'll put more videos out because now my stress is down. I have less things to do now. Even though school started, I'm kind of in the flow of things. So please subscribe. Bye. I'm in Japan.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.